first, during the compost process, we're going to be laying some grass, we're going to be laying it evenly. I mentioned 3 feet because when this compost heap is ready to mix or turn, it will be easier for you when you have a width of, say, about 3 feet. If it's wider, it's gonna be harder. It can be of any length, but we want to keep it as high as about 3 feet. A rule of thumb is to have it the height half the width. But we're gonna be using 3 feet here because of the whole process of turning, and it will be easier because we'll be doing this manually. Now on this, we put our farmyard manure. And please remember that your compost heap should always be moist, not wet, and you must make it dry out. Then we repeat the process. Now what he's doing is cutting these into smaller pieces. It is very much ideal if this was done before. Like I said, we do it in layers. So on this, we're gonna have our chicken down again. So one way you know your compost heap is working is that it gives off heat, and if we have a thermometer stick it in it, we should reach to about 40 degrees centigrade. Now you know your compost heap is working.
Question: does that high humidity coming from it capable of starting a fire?
No. Okay. Normally, what would start a fire is basically when you have organic material being broken down, producing a gas like methane gas, but in this case we have carbon dioxide being produced from this process. So you would it will reach to a certain degrees in temperature, but it won't start a fire.
What's the highest temperature it can raise to?
It reached to a high temperature of 70 degrees, and it remains at that for a while these microorganisms are working until they feed on the carbon, which is mainly in the plant material, and also the nitrogen, which is mainly in the animal waste. Okay, and the carbon nitrogen ratio is very important for the type of microorganisms that actually aid us in composting. Okay, so we start the process over again. Your compost should be looking some more like this, with the same smell, until completely sanitized, so you can hold it and stabilize. So anywhere you put it, it won't react. So for example, if you put it on your plant,
it won't burn it.
It won't burn it.
Oh.
Now if you notice, we only dump one time. And it's because the chicken waste basically have a lot of moisture in it. And also the topsoil that we use is moist. It is not dry. Because we, like I said before, yes, the moisture content of the compost heap should be managed properly, okay? So this should be enough to start our compost. And like I said before, the way you're sure that your compost heap is working, it gives off heat. So when you come, if you come and you should stick a finger in it like this, you feel the heat. And if you have a thermometer, which I would recommend, you stick it in it, and then you will see. And like I said before, within the first 2 days, it should reach 40 degrees centigrade. So basically, we turn and damp if it is needed till the process is over.
Thank you for checking us out on Good News Jamaica TV for content that informs, inspires, and transforms. Please like, share, leave a comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more positive Jamaica content. Walk good,